WMAL.
Making sense of the news.
Live
from the Home Paramount Pest Control Studios.
Home Paramount, the leader in pest control since 1939.
WMAL. Making sense of the border. Because laws either matter or they don't. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Well, so there was a football game yesterday. How do I know? Because I got caught in the traffic out by FedEx Field. Joining us right now, Trevor Matich is WMAL's Commanders analyst. So the season ended not with a bang, but a whimper, Trevor, huh?
Yeah, the year ended certainly. They've got one to go. They've got the Cowboys coming next week, but certainly 2023, yes, like you mentioned, did end with a bit of a whimper. The 49ers kind of spanked the Commanders, and that's kind of what everybody expected, and that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, but the second half there was kind of a collapse there. What was going on? Interceptions, et cetera, et cetera. What was going on with the game?
Well, you're right about that. I mean, the Commanders played tough. They were only trailing 13-10 at halftime, and then early in the fourth quarter, they were down 10 in the red zone at the 11-yard line when Sam Howell, Commanders quarterback, threw an interception.
Ugh.
And he basically was hit as he threw. He tried to do too much. He should have. It was third down, so he should have just eaten the sack or thrown it away or something. Instead, he tried to thread it in there, and it was awful. And so instead of getting at least the field goal to bring it within 7, the 49ers took that interception and marched it down the field and scored a touchdown. That was bad. And then he threw another interception where he just threw the ball late. It was just two bad choices by the quarterback that they were hoping would prove to be the guy for the future next year, so they wouldn't have to draft a quarterback high. I don't think that's in the cards now. I think they will draft a quarterback high.
Trevor, before we talk about next week's game against the Cowboys, are you tracking with what happened yesterday with the Eagles game at all, and this call against Detroit? Are you following this? Can you talk to us about it?
Well, the call against Detroit. I tracked that one. The Eagles, I'm not sure what happened. I know they lost to the Cardinals, but the call against Detroit was just egregiously terrible fail that added to a bunch of other egregiously terrible fails by NFL officials this year. Yeah, I mean it was, but yeah, and it changed the landscape. Looks like it's anyway. We don't have to dwell on that. It's outside of DC. It was a weird thing. So. We got the Cowboys next week. What can we look forward to, if anything at all? Nothing really. Right now, the Commanders are in position to possibly have a top 3 draft choice, and if they lose to the Cowboys, they are pretty much certain to have that, I believe. And that doesn't mean they tank. They need to try to win. They tried to win this one. That's why they switched quarterbacks. Yeah, they thought they had a better chance to move the ball and win with Jacoby Brissett. He had 5 actual, honest-to-goodness drives over the course of 2 games coming in relief of Sam Howell. He had 5 touchdowns in those drives. That's our first real look at Jacoby Brissett this year. Was late in the year. So they said, okay, he's going to start this week, and Brissett is going to be our quarterback. He ended up getting injured in practice, and he couldn't play. So the Commanders are trying to do what it takes to win. But if they lose, then they're going to be in range of getting one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the draft. There's Caleb Williams out of USC, who won the Heisman not this year but the year before. Then Jaden Daniels out of LSU, who won the Heisman this year, and Drake May out of North Carolina, who's the most prototypical NFL quarterback of the 3. They'll be in position to take one of those 3 if they lose this game, and they still might, even if they win this game. So right now, for fans, for the team, it's about winning the game. From a fan standpoint, you're looking at draft position and which quarterbacks might be available for them. Well, listen. There's always a silver lining on any given Sunday, isn't that right, Trevor? Well, yeah, and for the players, it's just flat miserable because now, Terry McLaurin, their great receiver, told the Washington Post that he admired the 49ers because it looked like they really enjoyed playing for each other. They got a really good coaching staff. They're winning games. Things are going well. And then Terry said something to the effect of, paraphrasing, I would love to play one day in that situation. Sure. In the meantime, I'll just keep getting better. And I'm like, and what a miserable way to be in the locker room when you're just a losing team and there's no hope, when you look on the other side and see the way it could be. Right. And so, right now they're professionals and they'll play hard, but they're miserable.
Well, there you go. Well, listen, Trevor, we will leave it there. Happy New Year to you, and better luck for the Redskins in the coming year.
Great. Thanks, Andrew. I hope so.
Take care. That was Trevor Matich. He's WMAL's Commanders analyst talking about the game. We've got so much more to get to. It's 8:23.